table topics? In simple term, Googling. Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening.
Good evening.
Imagine a scenario, you are one of the table topic speakers. You completed your 1 to 2 minutes, you are going back to a seat, there are some thoughts coming up. What would be the top 2 thoughts?
I could have done better.
Alright, in specific?
I could have said this.
I am relieved, that's all generic. Specific? Exactly. You would feel that, oh, I could have approached the topic this manner. Oh, I would have added this code. I would have told that story. Correct? Have you ever felt it?
Yes.
One more thought also would come. Think over it, you will get it. One more thought, equally important, comes parallelly.
I should win. I should win.
I should have got that previous topic. It was easier. Have you ever felt it? This is so common. Ladies and gentlemen, I recommend you. I am so confident to share with you. If you pay a little extra attention, you will go back, sit your seat, you will have a different thought process. You will sit and say to yourself, this is the best possible response to this question this day. That kind of fulfillment you will get it. Not only that, if you add a little more extra attention to make certain notes and understand it clearly, this is a technical presentation, you would definitely win as a table topic champion. You will realize it at the end of today's presentation. Table topic contest is a little bit different or unique than the other contests. Can anyone tell me quickly? There is a basic fundamental difference in all the 4 categories. Table topics stands out.
Spontaneous.
It is common. Contest. Project speeches, for example, today, we have an icebreaker. We cannot call it as an international speech. Am I making sense here? Because you are giving a speech in line with an objective. Equally, the evaluator comes and delivers with set principles. But when we go to the contest, the rules are different. So your mindset should be different. But when it comes to table topics, have you ever realized that it is the same rule? You don't need to have a different mindset. That's the biggest advantage we need to realize at first point. Is there any other points? In generic, of course it's the same topic. I mean, the mindset of a contestant will be entirely different when you are giving an evaluation here as well as the evaluation at the contest level, because their set rules are different. You have to tune yourself, but that is not required when it comes to table topics. It is the same rules. Table topics has other advantages. Can you even tell me?
Wallet or instant?
Somewhat closer. There is no wrong answer. It is only the best possible response. Is there any other advantages?
Less time. Only few minutes we speak compared to the project speeches.
I am comparing table topics with international speeches or any other speeches. What is the advantage? Nobody can come and tell you it is a wrong answer, number 1. Number 2, it is not necessarily that it is a popular view. You can take your own view. You have a freedom to do so. Right? So, what is the advantage? It is not necessarily even, it is your personal view. You may have a different view, you spoke, when you sit back, you say that I feel it differently, no problem. So, the advantage is you have to speak whatever you feel at that time, what thought comes first. Because when we are participating in the contest, we are a little bit stressed and worried. We get confused. We start with something, then you realize what you spoke was a different line. You try to change it, it got messed up. So what I am recommending, the first tip is proceed with the very first idea. Whatever comes to your mind first, whether you believe it, not, you have different options, don't get confused. Take a first stand and go ahead with that. That is the very first step. Now, what are the challenges you have in table topics? The major top 2 challenges. Can anyone tell me quickly?
Time.
If you don't understand the topic.
Sorry?
If you
Time.
don't-
Someone was telling time.
What's the time?
Excellent.
You don't understand the topic.
Alright, it is relevant to time, okay? Topic and time, I'll take it this way. If I address you both, topic and time, you can excel it. Let's begin with the time. How we can take extra time? Everyone speaks for the same time, but I am giving you a little hint. For 2-minute speech, few seconds extra time will help you. Number 1 tip, you have to walk slowly. It may look funny, but it helps a lot. When your name is being called, if you are walking so fast, you are already nervous and tensed, you are aggravating your attention. So just move slow, in the sense move in a normal phase so that your attention will be less. So to address your question, madam, when you are walking slowly, then breathe, deep breath is happen, then you will understand the topic clearly. If these 2 things, consciously if you do it, you have a better ability to listen the topic in the first time. I'm giving to you 20 seconds extra time. If you listen the topic on the first attempt itself, you don't need to listen the second time, so you save 20 seconds of your time. You are getting it? So no need to pay the attention for the second time if you attended, if you got it in the first time. You have to listen the topic in case if you miss some words or if you don't understand at all. That is the very reason why we are repeating the topic. So once you get to the first one, your brain start working in organizing or finding out which direction you wanted to go. The last one is very simple, which we heard time and again, pause. I must tell you that in Toastmasters International Manual, if you check, you don't find the exact time to start the speech. However, you are allowed to 15 to 20 seconds, which we don't use in general, which we observe. But I have a friend in Dubai, his name is Dr. Shankar. Every time, whether it is a contest or a club, he listens to the topic, he simply spend 15 to 20 seconds, then he starts, which is allowed. But please remember, once you say some action or when you read, then if you spend 20 seconds, it will be counted. So you have a right to spend 15 seconds, please be aware. These are all minute details, but it will make a huge difference in 2-minute speech. 2 important lessons: slow movement, listen only 1 time, second time, if you get it in the first time, let us not bother about it, you start organizing your thought. You got it? Now the secret comes. I am going to reveal the topics. How many possible topics will be there? Before we go, I think, shall we take a 30 seconds, quickly write 1 topic per table. If we get a time, we will do exercise with that. 1 topic per table. Quick, 30 seconds. Whatever the topic you feel, just write it. If you want, you can discuss and write. Okay. What are the possible topics will be asked? How many in numbers? I want in numbers. What are the possible? How many numbers of questions possible?
Infinite.
Infinite. Okay. Right. Any other options? All of you agree with that? I will rephrase the question. How many possible, or in other words, how many types are possible? Same answer, or is there any, you want to change the answer? You said it?
Question types.
7. Any other numbers?
Question types.
Now how many numbers? How many possible types?
5.
We are very close. Interestingly, it is my own research. Only 4 possible types of questions will be asked. That 15 seconds, you have to quickly think and decide this is going this direction, only 4 directions possible. So you will have a mental picture that I am going to this directions if you understand it. That's why I said I am going to share with you an idea. I stands for imagine. D stands for decide. E stands for experience. and A stands for abstract. Before we go in elaboration, I would like to quickly ask any table, that table. Suresh, you have written any question?
What is leadership?
What?
What is leadership?
Shall we try to guess where it can go?
Experience.
It may sound little confusion, but I will clarify it. My answer is, it is part number 2, decide. You can talk about good leadership, bad leadership, you have options of both sides. So it is called a decide. I will go in explaining it further. Any other table? Murali sir? One question please.
Water bottle.
Sorry?
Water bottle.
Object.
Object.
What about?
Water bottle.
What about it?
No, water bottle.
Water bottle.
Water bottle. Water bottle.
A bottle of water.
Okay. Water bottle also will go into the D, decide. I will come back and explain how it goes. Okay. First one is called imagine. How would you identify that question is imaginary question? Is there any hint? If. Excellent. Any other options?
Do you believe?
Any other option?
Which is inducing you.
Same word. Imagine. It starts with imagine. If. How would you will future? Please to remember if these words are hints. After this keywords, if you could able to identify that it is all about imagination, then what could be the expected winner will speak? Who will be the winner? All will speak imagine, but one person will come out as a winner who will have this element in his speech. Yes?
Out of the box.
Out of the box. Okay. That's a question. What is the element will be there? Dream is a question.
Practical. Practical.
No.
Creative.
Exactly. Who said creative? Excellent. Because then the moment imagine a word is there, they are expecting a creativity, they are expecting exaggeration, they are expecting humor. Please check all the records. You will find if the question is there, if the speaker spoke in this line, he will be the winner. The moment they are using a word imagine, please try to be as creative as possible. Of course, creative level will vary according to the person, but try your level best to be much more creative manner. If you add humor, it adds flavor. Now, let's move on to the second one. What was the second one?
Decide.
It is the most important, little complex. The moment at the outset it looks like decide between two. That is true. Choose or select, or what do you mean? What? These are the questions. Gives a wide range of options to decide to speak anything about it. I mean, good, bad, advantage, disadvantage, pros and cons. How you look at life by the glass of water. You can talk positive about it or negative about it. Water is, without water we can't live. This is one way of approach. On the other side, water, whenever I see a water, now I never imagined in my childhood that it will be sold in bottles. It is a negative approach. So this is a complex one to understand, but most of the questions where you have options of speaking in both sides is called decide. It can even start with what also. So how we can approach? First thought for common for every question, any question for that matter. Decide. You have 4 options actually. You can decide good and bad, both, or you can decide the third one, neither or you can say that third alternative. But the best option, the person who will win, is the one who decides one option. If there are options given like knowledge, money, beauty, it is expected to select one. You have obvious right to select all the 3 or none of them. That's all okay. But to win, it is expected to select one, and you have to justify that why you have selected that particular option. There is one beautiful method, you must have heard about it. It's called PREP method, which means point. What is all? Reason, examples, and point. I select money because I have 2 reasons. I experienced it. I have seen someone experience this, so that I select money. Something like that. So this concept is very important. Then the third, experience. What will be the questions?
Your life experience.
Yeah, but how do you identify? The moment you heard the word, you have to quickly think that they are asking about experience.
Your opinion.
What do you
Your
do?
opinion.
How was past,
Have you
your
ever
past
had-
childhood experience, explain your marriage day. These were the hint words. You can find out that they are asking about experience. How can we win in this category if it is that kind of question?
Personalize. Personalize it.
What is the key element? Key element is the description, because you experienced it. They want the details: who, when, where, how. If you can just describe it, it looks so genuine and you get a chance. So body language, vocal variety and description are the key elements for this one. Description, vocal variety and body language. Last one, abstract. When you go to the upper level like district and division, then you expect most of the questions are abstract. How do you identify that? It is abstract question.
The more vague it is, the more abstract.
Sorry?
The more vague it is, the more abstract.
That is true. It is generally a quote or a statement. As simple as that. Then they may ask your opinion, that's okay. But how you can attempt this question, abstract?
Like either positive or negative.
Right.
Life experience.
I am talking about the best possible approach to that. It is correct, what you said is correct.
Keyword.
What I wanted to propose you, in general, there are exceptions always in any rule. Most of the abstract topics are true. Do you all agree with that? Most of the abstract quotes are true. Today we heard a lot of quotes. It's true. So what you are going to do, instead of deciding, you are going to accept it or agree. I totally agree with this statement because I have experienced it. So the same method can apply. Here there is a twist I wanted to share with you. Experience as well as imagination has some link. Can anyone tell me? Experience and imagination has some link. Experience is about past, imagination is about future.
Future.
Your perceptions will be based on your experiences.
Yeah,
And then, according to your perception, you are going to extrapolate that.
exactly. But you have to use the word will because it is going to happen in future.
Yeah.
So I think we are running short. We have to quickly go to the structure of the speech. We will quickly go to the opening, body and conclusion as quick as possible. Opening, we will start with the worst one to the best opening. Can you please help me out? I want the participation, that's why I am asking the question. Worst one.
Good evening.
Sorry. Some people will say it is coming next. It is the worst, good, better, best. Ratings, Toastmasters of the day fellow. This is the basic one. Repeating the topic would be not bad. It is good one. Best one is quote, anecdote, humor, question or action. For example, a question is asked, if you won 1 million,